What's up? This is D, the general manager of WWE 2K15, and I am here with one half of the tag team champions, Andre. Now, Andre, how have you been?
I've been great, man. You know, it's great sitting on the top here. It's really nice.
Yes. Now, how when you were first entered in NXT, because you know you were fresh out, rookie and all, how did you feel throughout that rookie career?
You know, it was challenging. It's hard starting from the bottom. But as long as you have that drive and you have that will to succeed, and you know you're going to be on top, you just keep pushing. It's about taking every match and making it that much better. That just giving it your all. Never giving up.
Right. All right, and then you finally were able to grasp the NXT Championship. Right when you grasped that, how did that make you feel?
It made it feel like everything I had done was worth it. I really felt as though I did it. It went from being a dream to actually being life for me. And that's what it was all about. Just finally making it.
All right, yes. And then you lost it to, who did you lose it to? I don't remember his name, but you did lose the NXT title, but right when you had your very first loss after your title reign for a good 4 months straight, what was going through your mind?
You know, every dog has its day. And for me, it was more about knowing that I made it, and then knowing it was just time for me to move on. Because, you know, as NXT champion, you want to stay there forever. But there's always bigger and better things for you to go on and do. And if I had kept that title, I would still be in NXT. That's just where I would be.
Yes, and so that's how a month later you were actually drafted to the main roster, and now you are on Raw. When you first made your debut on Raw, what was going through your mind when you first walked down that ramp?
Man, it was like there was so many emotions going on at that time. There was I'm about to get in a match, so I'm really excited and driven about that. But hearing the sounds of the fans, the cheers that I was hearing for me, it was overwhelming, man. There's no words that could really express the feel of Raw.
Yes, and by having you had a couple matches during Raw and singles competition, everything was going fine. But once you met up with another not even a former NXT champion, a former wrestler from NXT, Brandon, how did you feel when you guys were, talking business of becoming a tag team?
Well, you know, me and Brandon, when we first met, we immediately clicked. We just had that vibe. And when we actually started talking about creating a tag team and being partners with one another, things just really flew. It was like talking to a brother, man. That's the way it was. It was more like I've known him for longer than what we really did know each other for.
Right. And then, for a couple weeks, you were facing Goldust and his brother Cody Rhodes in tag matches. You were facing the Usos, of course, and you even faced, you did face Ryback one time, but you kind of led them to where they couldn't win any more tag matches, so they had to split up. What was going on when you were actually dominating the competition for the tag team championship division?
It was more about letting them know who Gravity really is, and letting them know that you're not going to beat Gravity. There's no way around it. Gravity will always win, and you will always hurt after Gravity.
Yes, and so that's how you were actually facing the Usos, and you were facing the Usos at the TLC pay-per-view, and you actually launched your tag team move, Gravity Falls, which is a spike tombstone pile driver where Brandon gets your opponent, and then you would just basically jump off the top rope, and both of you just slam your opponent on the head.
Yeah.
As soon as you connected that move, and all you heard was 1, 2, 3. Like, what was just going through your head after you heard those magic words? Or numbers, I should say.
that it was time. That it was time. We knew that it was going to come eventually. But at that moment, that's when I really realized, you know, this is what we're here for. And we're here to dominate. And when gravity falls, that's all you're gonna hear as you stare at the lights.
Alright, final question. Now, there has been word that a team who literally started from the bottom and now they have been reunited, Team Star Fox, 12-time, I repeat, 12-time tag team champions, where they were actually able to defeat the Hardys' record in the tag team division. What is gonna go through your mind, and how are you gonna be set when you actually, if you face them for the tag team titles?
Well, first off, I would like to congratulate them on reuniting. You know, it's great when you have such a great team reunite, because then it actually brings some competition to the board, and I always welcome the competition. As regards to facing them, hey, it's gonna come. That's what it's meant to be. That's what we're here for. We welcome the competition. I just hope they know that no one in the history of this world has ever beat gravity. So, you know, it's nice to have the competition. I just hope they don't get their hopes up too high. Because, you know, when gravity falls, so will you.
All right, bold words. All right, this has been Andre, one half of the tag team champions, Gravity. We will see you next time. Thank you.